Okay, so in this session, let's discuss about the business add-ins. Business add-ins is one of the most important concept in entire ABAP because in most of the support projects, most of the work would be on the enhancement point of view, and user exits happens to be the old concept of enhancement, and BADIS happens to be the latest concept. So that's the reason it plays a major role, especially when when the interviewer would like to hire you for a support project. Most of the questions will be on baddies because the standardized programs are already there, and all that you need to do is you need to add some functionality to the existing functionalities of SAP. And the most important thing that we need to understand before getting into the baddie is that we need to have a very clear picture on OOPS concept, object-oriented programming. So what is a class? What is an interface? What is an enhancement? What is a class? What is an object? What is a method? What is an event? All these things should be very clear to you. Now we need to describe the business add-ins and their advantages over exits, user exits, and then we also need to understand the transaction code. There are two transaction codes that we use here, that is SC18 and SC19. And every body will have a definition and implementation. Just like a class has a definition and implementation, every body will be having a definition and implementation. And the definition we are going to create, or we are going to view existing definition in SC18 transaction, and we are going to do maintain the implementation SC19 transaction. Okay, so there are various ways in which we can check the baddies when we can see the baddies. So now baddies are the new enhancement concepts which are based on object-oriented programming. Okay, so as I discussed, there will be two parts for business add-in. One is the definition part, and the another is implementation part. So, and the most distinct features are that it is based on object-oriented programming. It has definition and implementation, and you can have a a baddie can be implemented for multiple. A single baddie definition can have multiple implementations in various locations. So it can be, you can create something and you can use it again and again. Reusability is there in baddie, whereas in user exits we don't have any reusability concept. So how do we check the baddies is what we are discussing here. So we can go to IMG reference, that is SPRO transaction. And in the SPRO transaction, we can browse a particular, mm, you know, uh, sales and distribution, browse a particular module in which we can have the system modifications option will be there. And in the system modifications option, we'll have the business add-ins. So we'll just see what are the business add-ins that are already being provided by SAP. So let me go to SPRO transaction. So this is SAP SPRO transaction, SAP reference IMG. And this I'm going into sales and distribution. Okay, we can also check in material management as well. But yeah, we have the sales and distribution here. And in the sales and distribution, we have system modifications. In the system modifications, we'll have something called create fields and all. So we have some additions that we have. Here you can see baddies. There'll be an option called baddies. So when you expand this baddies, you can see that there are baddies which have been already provided by SAP. Those are baddie for document search, baddie for sales, document blog for building. So there are various standard baddies that we have here. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. And you can also search the baddies in the program as well. So we are going to also discuss how to search a baddie in a program, just like we have done it for user exits. So we can also see that one as well. So look for baddie, and you can go ahead and view that, double click on that particular baddie, and then we can add the functionality. So we'll see how to do that later. So if at all, if you have a baddie name, you can go to SE18 transaction and give the baddie name and then click on display. It will take you to the display button. And then for that particular business baddie, there will be a particular baddie name. I'll show that. And that baddie, if we want to check whether it is there in the implementation is there for not for that particular baddie, you can go and check in the SE19 transaction. If at all, if it is there in the SE19 transaction, then you will be able to we'll be able to add it. But if at all, if you would like to search for the baddie in a program, so in SE38, if you open a program and if you want to search for a baddie, then you need to search for CL underscore exit handler implies get underscore instance. This is the functionality that we have to search for. Okay, so I'll go to a program and I'll search for this particular piece of code so that we can find out whether the baddie is there, baddie exists in that particular program or not. So we go to a transaction code, any particular program. So I'll go for any standard program. Say we have a VA01 transaction. And in this, we go to the system, status. Here we have SAP MV45A. I'm going into the program. And in this, we will search for CL underscore exit handler, CL underscore exit handler. Guys, get underscore instance. Just say okay. And if at all, if there is a baddie, uh, you know, uh, provided for this particular program, you can see that there. So they are there. So this is one baddie that we have. So we need to find out which baddie, which baddie option we need to use to enhance a particular concept. So here we have this. This is a get instance baddie. So we'll get into it. We'll get into the technicality of it, and we'll understand what exactly was the purpose of it, and then we implement the baddie for this. So in the baddie, with the exit name is HBS01. This is the exit name. This is the exit name. So in each baddie will have a different exit name. So here the exit name is EHS underscore PS underscore 002. So when we get this exit name, you can take that exit name and go ahead and check that in the baddie definition. So which we'll see that. So here we are just understanding what are the various ways we can find out a baddie. So first thing is we can go to SPRO transaction and check them. And the second thing is like we can get into this implementation part of the uh, you can go to the program and check for that class, and we can also go to SE18 and check it. These are the things that we have here. So these are the various ways in which we can find out and with baddie and implement it.